here are some very straightforward general exercises to help the knee. You can't really do any harm with them once you sort of listen to the body, and it's okay to feel that particular area where you have the issue or the pain, but it shouldn't aggravate it. Okay, so stand on the left leg and bend your knee and look down. You want to see your big toes, but not the small toe. So the baby toe and maybe the second last toe as well are covered. So don't go very low. So go to the point where your kind of small toe has disappeared. So that angle is crucial, and you might feel your ankle wobbling. You might feel it's a challenge, but that's the idea. So it's neuromuscular control in action here. So draw the navel in. So you know that you've engaged your core muscles and the hip also. There's a firmness there rather than a relaxation. So really focusing on the ankle and on the knee, but the rest of the body is engaged as well. So standing like this, no longer than 1 minute, and fit it into your day. Brushing your teeth, texting, cooking, waiting to cross the street, or just standing up and taking a break from sitting. So you can do it less. So if it takes you 20 seconds to take a sip of water, do it. So it's good to kind of do it multitasking and fit it into your day. Also on the other side, so if you have just one problem side, do more often on the problem side, but don't leave the good one out either. So do a couple of times, kind of not as often, but at least a few times a day. Okay, so this is not even an exercise, it's something you fit into your day. Okay, but next one is an exercise, but it starts off very same way. So standing on the leg in that very same alignment, and now if you're standing on the left leg, reach your right hand across and across the left knee. Imagine you're picking something off the floor and aim for 10 times without losing your balance. Oops, and if you lose your balance, then find it again, and that's actually where the improvement happens, is when you go back to that, equilibrium, because that's where the nervous system sort of needs to figure out what are the different structures we need to use to be able to be on one leg like that. Okay, and then that one, it's no harm to do it on both sides, because we are this sort of balance and coordination is inhibited anyway, because we don't just use the bodies the way we meant to. Then a few squats, but don't go too low. So have the feet hip width apart. If you have little weights, you can take them as well, or hold something, just kind of adding a little bit of weight. And then with the squats, it's really important to keep that same alignment. So feet totally parallel, hip width apart. And then don't go too low, because you don't want to aggravate anything. But you're working your quads, and in that specific angle you're working what's called vastus medialis muscle, and they are the most important muscles for the knee. So a few squats like that, and that's an easy one to do. And even you can have a chair behind you and do 10 times like this. So between 10 and 20, let's say, and a couple of times a day. Lunges, step the leg forward, same again applies, so the knee is going over the small toe, and bring the other knee to touch the floor. So there's few ways of doing it. You can just stay here and then go up and down, or you can alternate, step forward and go back. If you want to get a little bit more energy to it, you can always bring the arms up, or you can hold a little weight to make it harder. And then maybe the last one, go and hold. So go hold at a point where it just gets really, really hard. Okay, so this is a lunge. And then there's a nice one for the knee called split squat. So this could be just a little bit too high, but if you take a normal chair or a couch will work very well. So put one leg up and then doing a small squat like this on the other leg. But again, same alignment. So knee over the toe. So they're all very similar exercises in a way of what we are sort of paying attention to, but just little kind of variations. So maybe 10-15 times on each side. So definitely do this on both sides, even if it's only one knee that is a problem. Okay, and then core. Core is important. The more switched on the core is, the less we are loading the knee, especially in running. So the planks, and you could try to hold the plank for 1 minute. So, and make sure you squeeze in your bum here. So I usually start on my knees, stomach in, squeeze your bum and lift. So 1 minute. If that feels easy, what you can do is you can isolate the sides by picking up the foot on one side and the other side. So you could hold 15 seconds, pick up one foot for 15 seconds, pick up the other foot for 15 seconds and hold another 15. Okay, that's a good sort of a time. And side plank, elbow below the leg, below the shoulder, and then other arm on the leg, and lift up the body, so for 30 seconds. And if that's too easy, you can lift up your top leg, and again doing this on both sides. And then a nice one for the glutes is, again, very important muscle when it comes to the knee. So feet are parallel, hip width apart, and then squeeze the bum, lift up. So imagine you have something between your knees you're squeezing and something between the buttocks you're squeezing. And there's few variations here. You can extend each leg 5 seconds, 5 times. Another variation, extend the leg, bring the leg in and out 10 times. Another one, keep the leg lifted, lower and hips, squeezing up and down. All of that is made harder by having arms across the chest. And then you can finish this off with nice pretzel stretch where you put your ankle on the knee and then take up the knee like this. So this is a nice one for opening the hip and stretching. So all of them might take 10-minute max, but they're very sort of universal exercises.